Hello everyone, Jerome Wright here again. I want to start this video off by telling you that we're back in space, and the location in space that we are at, this is a Hubble space image, and we're at the Stellar Spear Eagle Nebula. Okay, this is a Hubble space image. Okay, and I found some time ago that depicted in gas matter, in these masses, or celestial life forms and existences, intelligent celestial life forms and existences, and a lot of what is being depicted in these matters are depicted there in Hollywood here on our planet, and it's the founding success for that of Christianity, which is headed off by the Vatican, and also famous entities as such as Disney, which actually I'm going to bring this and connect this to you. All right. Now back at this Stellar Spear Eagle Nebula, what do that look like? Doesn't that figure look eerily reminiscent of something that you've seen before? Take a close look for a second. I'm going to go right into it. Doesn't it look like a let's go here. Doesn't this look like a pedestal here, people? Look at this. Looks like a trophy on a pedestal right there. Doesn't that look like a figurine on a pedestal? Almost like a ballerina. Take a closer look. I'm coming up to the legs. Here's the leg of that ballerina right there. You see right there? There's the leg. Then we gotta go like this here. The ballerina actually has on a Wilma Flintstone looking skimpy skirt there. See that there, people? See that Wilma Flintstone skimpy skirt? Then that ballerina actually has, she's leaning forward and her arm comes out like such. Whoa, there's her arm coming out, outstretched arm. Is up over her shoulder. And she has something there in her hand that almost looks like a wand there, people. You see that? And on her back, right here, you see what I'm doing, people? Is that of a wing. And coming up, this would be her would-be neck. She has a full head of hair, people, and there would be a tie. There would be a bun right there, and this area here would be her face. Who does she look like, people? Sure, you got it by now. You should actually have it by now, right? You know who she is, or who she is a representation of? Here, let me help you, because you struggle if you don't know by now. Tinkerbell. That's who we're dealing with, people. This celestial higher knowledge is the founding basis for Disney. These depictions are all in these cartoons dealing with space, and this is not the first connection that I actually made referencing this. Okay, now I'm going to show you something else that there. Take that in for a minute, because this image is strikingly identical to this, down to the wings, which are right here. You Google the image, you'll see the clear, identical, people, clear. Look, a clear wing right there, depicted in the same fashion, not right here. Not a solid white wing, as we see with our angels and the biblical figures, but a clear wing. Look at that, identical. Then, you're looking closer, the Wilma Flintstone looking dress, or Pebbles looking dress, and that image too, people, by the way, Pebbles Flintstone is eerily reminiscent of this too, by the way. But anyway, let's go here. Look, that skimpy looking dress, right there, right here, people. And then, as it cuts off the bare legs, right here, people, identical to that. There, people. And the way the toes are pointed up like a ballerina, you can't see all of that. And then leaning in forward, you have that same image. Leaning in forward, there's the wand, the bun. Right here, people. There's the bun and the hair. This is not the only connection, people. Again, there is another connection. Now, let's take this down for a minute, because there's much more there in this image to be realized, because this entire mass is loaded with images that you actually need to see and understand what is actually happening and what is there. And just to give you an idea, let me show you something. What is in these images? Look at this. Can you see that there, people? I don't know if you can see that, because this is a dark mass here. But anyway, there are faces all through this matter, and one is the mother of creation, whom I've dubbed as being in everything. But let me bring something else up to you. Now, you zoom in close on that mass, and what you see, I'm going to take this down for a minute. Now that I have your attention, I'll bring it back up in the close of the video, I would imagine. If you bring it up close, what you have, let me get this centered. This would be the head portion here. We're up in here now, right there. They have the top torso portion of that image. When you bring it in close, it produces that. Can you see anything? Here, let me draw you something that is here, first of all. That is a picture, people, of a swine. Can you see that? I can see it, because that's why I'm drawing it. See that swine right there, people? Now that one you can hardly see, but I know it's there because I am spiritually connected to all of this. Okay? Now, there's one swine there, people. Let me give you number 2 swine. Number 2 swine is right here. I'm going around his nose right there. There's number 2 swine right there. Can you see that, people? Showing you with hair on his head. Looks like a wild hog right here. Look, there's the eye right here. I'm going to show you what it looks like drawn in a minute. And then number 3 swine, people, is here. Right there. Let me show you what that, and the eye would be up in here, people. See that swine right there? You see those swine faces, people? 3, not 1, not 2, but 3. Now, I'm going to show you something. Let me show you what it looks like. Let me see if I have that up there where it's actually drawn out. Well, it's not actually drawn out there for you there, but you get the idea of where this swine is right there. There's 3. 1, 2, and 3. Now, where am I going with this? What is a pig doing in space? Alright, I'm going to keep going here. In fact, here's a better image right here. First of all, before I actually get ahead of myself, did I save an image? Yes, I did. Okay. We got the pigs out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Tinkerbell. So I gave you Tinkerbell, her wings, her entire image, her entire body. 3 pigs, and the 3 little pigs. Remember that story? Tinkerbell, the 3 little pigs. All of this is with Disney now, y'all. Keep in mind. 3 little pigs. 1, 2, 3. Okay, that just clicked in and made sense to me. You know what I mean? All right, now I'm going to give you something else. Because there's no end to this, people. You know what I mean? And there's no end to what I can do with this. Here's a torso. Right here. See that? See that torso there? And it goes into a head, the neck right there. And you'll see the fainted image of a face. There's the hair coming around and coming around. You see that now, people? Like an Olympian type man. This would be the cut and the shirt. And his arms are swinging out like he is one of those Olympian men. It reminds me, I have you like a disc thrower or something, and the arms come out from the torso. Can you see that there, people? See how that would be the left arm would be reaching out over the pig's head that is right here, and the pig's ears over there, reaching into that. People, you see that? Can you see that man image right there? On top of the 3 little pigs. Well, the 3 large pigs, because this is a large mass here. This is probably like 1 point to 3 point something million years in width here, people. This is how big this mass is. You know what I mean? Check this out. The male figure is morphing, his torso is morphing that of the 1, 2, 3 pigs. Look at that image now. Now, what does that man look like? You can take it for or leave it for what it basically is. But what he has is many different faces, depending on how you look at it. And there's other many morphing beings that are in there. Now, here's another image that I've actually shown you. The male figure that is there has many faces. And they are actually the faces of everything that you actually see depicted within here. There's a face on the front and a face on the back. Okay? They are multi-dimensional faces. He has the faces of what is actually depicted down here in this stellar mass, which this shows the evolutionary faces of these beings that were in a place where stars are supposed to be being created. It is my position that seeds are being created, and these seeds are being sent to other places, other galaxies, other universes, and to planets to create that of which we are in other life forms. Okay, now I think I do have your attention here. Did I miss anything? Now, okay, let me touch base on this a little bit. Hold on, I have something else that I can show you. Let me bring up another image of what I can see. From the smallest to the largest, and these nebulae cloud matters, and I say nebulae, people, because it's more than one. This is like I think my 4th video referencing cloud matter, okay, and showing you these images. The one that stands out the best is my Carina Paranormal Nebula Discovery, where you're seeing beings in there that are from our prehistoric. What we have the image of being prehistoric on our planet: dinosaurs, whales, megalodon sharks. I mean, demonic figures, skulls, reptilian beings. All of this stuff is being depicted. Now here, look at what I can see in this cloud matter, people. Look, I mean, look at somebody. Let that sink into your head. Now this is all within this is all a representation. When you see this little innocent looking figure there, Tinkerbell, that's being portrayed to your kids, that's etched in the minds of your children, think of this, because she alone is the hallmark of what is here. This image, that's what's being etched in your mind. The success of Disney is founded on their knowledge of knowing people, their knowledge of these celestial beings that are in space. The same thing with religion of our world. People, it is an ancient myth that they knew, even the ancients knew, our ancestors and the civilizations from across globally, which we dismissed as being myths, turns out that it is all true. And there's your proof, people. Look at this. What is this not to be realized? What is in this not to be realized? The exact identical same figure that is there, but with the ugly. This is the pretty version of it, and this is I tell you what, this is the pretty and unrealistic version of it, and this is reality. And reality is what I am. Reality is what I found. Reality is what I'm experiencing. And reality is what brought me to bringing this to you, to show you the comparisons and the likenesses in this. Okay? Now, about the pig thing. Let's go back to the pig thing. I'm going to go back to the pig thing. I want to go back to these pigs, because that's very important here. Alright. The 3 little pigs. Isn't that amazing? I'm connecting Disney to Tinkerbell to 3 pigs. I mean, it's more to it than that. I have other videos that I'm going to be releasing referencing to this. It's so much, people, that I cannot even complete this video because my mind is racing on with so much that I have in my mind about this. You know what I mean? So if I sound like I'm trying to go, like, deviate from one spot to another, and I'm trying to do, it's because, people, that these informations are not only just coming out of me, but they're coming in me as I'm actually releasing some of the pressures from that of what is already in me. I mean, this is what knowing and the knowledge from all of this is all about, and being connected to everything as I am. Now, these pigs, it is my position that these celestial masses have a capability of appearing in the skies of our planet. As they appear in space, they can appear in the cloud masses of our planet. And I want to give you an example. Back in the I believe it was the 1600s, the mid 1600s, a governor, Winthrop, while in a boat with 3 of his associates, and they were paddling in the Massachusetts River, Winthrop actually experienced seeing a flaming light in the sky. Now, this story became popular not just then, because it is actually supposedly had been one of the first UFO sightings that was in North America. Now, it is also made famous because it's on the Ancient Alien series as being referenced as one of that as well too. As well, being online, you can Google this information. Now, I'm giving you these 3 larger-than-life pigs here in Stellar mass. My point here is, people, that these men in a boat seen this flaming mass, and it was in the image of a swine. I mean, first, you were one of the first UFO sightings. Then it was seen again some years later in a second sighting. And similar witnesses actually witnessed that. They said and gave statements that they seen a similar image. Okay? And that was in 1644. The years on this actually varies from what was those years, 1630 to 1644. You have had a couple different sightings on this thing. Now, here I am. Now, this stellar mass with these pigs here are not the only one that I can bring up like this. There is a similar image, but with more detail, depicted within the nebula mass of the Carina Nebula. Then I can bring you back to our world and take you into historical biblical paintings that reference these beings, or let's say pigs, because they're almost like they're in the real sense now, almost like dehumanized. Well, not humanized, but I mean they're in reality. All through Christianity, the images and likenesses of these beings and ancient Renaissance artist paintings, I could connect this to Christianity, to our creation, and to a creature that contributed genetically to the becoming of mankind. It is referenced in Renaissance artist paintings. It's referenced in Leonardo da Vinci Renaissance artwork. It's referenced in Rembrandt's Renaissance artwork. It's referenced in Michelangelo's Renaissance artwork. It is referenced all over, people. And I can tell you how this pig evolved onto the lands of our world. Now, which brings me now to the closing of this all, is that it's no wonder that the pig is so, of our vital organs in our body, how the pig is so close in comparison. As I'm bringing this to you, it's an eerie reminder of how it is stated that in science that the pig heart is the closest heart to that of a human being. Doesn't it make you wonder, people, how this can be depicted in space with a human likeness? I mean, this is definitely a celestial being, of course, but with a human likeness, with a celestial being, alien, whatever you want to call this. I guess it's an alien once it evolves onto a planet, but a celestial being with that of the image of 3 pigs shown evolution. And then there's faces in here, people down here, that shows you how there are human-like faces, or I want to call them celestial beings, with the snouts of these pigs on them, depicted in this cloud mass. People, my name is Gerone Wright. You're witnessing all of this on my Geronification channel. You can Google my name, which is G-E-R-O-N as in Nancy, E, Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T, and it will link you to a lot of this that I have just discovered. People, this is a true experience and encounter that I'm having, and I'm telling you that I am mentally, physically, and spiritually connected to all of what you're seeing here. And my mind, I'm everywhere. I'm in space. I'm here in our world. Everything there is ancient to know about, what's going on, how mankind came to be. I'm connected to it all. If you are in doubt, please see my other videos. I think I'm losing track here, because just the other day I said I was on my 55th video, and it turned out to be my 58th or 59th. I don't know. I'm losing count because there's so many different videos. The number of videos that I have here doesn't matter. What's important is the content that I am putting in there and giving to you here for your knowledge. People, you are instinctively connected to all of this. Instinctively connected. Just like the chip in your computer that stores all of this information from beginning of time through to now. Everything, your mother's information. Our Creator's information. Everything that you are linked to. There is a doorway within yourself that brings you full circle to it all. If you so choose to go within yourself to bring it out. People, I am in myself, and it has allowed me to go everywhere else. Things are going to change. How soon this is going to happen, I don't know. But the reality and what I have and what I've discovered is now being brought to you. You have a friend, Google this information to your friend. Share, link. The faster this gets out, it's going to be changed. I don't know if it's going to be changed for the better or changed for the worse. But I do know that on the end, it will be for the better on the end of it all. In reality, here on our planet, maybe for the worse, I don't know. But knowing this information, people, is a guide. It lets you know where you're going. When you get out there on a highway to go somewhere or to go do something, or have MapQuest or have your GPS on, your global positioning system, isn't it much easier, people, knowing where you're going and where you're being guided to, knowing where you belong, where you fit in at, your destination? That's what this is all about, what I'm bringing to you. Okay? Forget everything that we know has all been taught. That's out the window now. But if you want to know about yourself, where you belong, where you came from, where you need to go, where you can go, the possibilities in it all is here with me. And I can tell you, because I'm bringing you this. Your holy Bibles, your Qurans, none of these things, all ancient history, your science, your scholars, none of them brought you this. NASA, your higher education here, your college, they didn't bring you this. I brought you this. Jerome Wright, I brought you this. This is the knowledge that you need, people. This is what's missing in your life. The confusion that is with us today. Everything. You're being confused, don't know why you're doing this, don't know why you're having these thoughts, don't know why you're going in these directions, don't know why you're having these dreams, don't know why this is that, and especially don't know why there are so many multi-dimensional Renaissance paintings that are reflecting images and things that you do not understand. So many megalithic structures in our world that you do not understand. I'm to the point where I can tell you that I understand it all, and I can tell you how they were built, where they came from, why they were built, what's in them, what's left there that you can read and understand. You know what I mean? I'm connected to it in that way. I mean, the opening in me is so vast that, if I was a normal person, I would be confused or in a straitjacket in a mental hospital right now, because it's so much. My release is here in these videos, bringing this to you. People, I can do better than this. I can show you much more. Stay tuned in. I'm going to go with that. Okay, I'm losing time here. I'm getting carried away. It feels like I'm releasing here this morning and all. If I sound like I am, if I'm going a little over here, I guess maybe I am because of the way I feel about this. Okay, but imagine you having everything that I have inside of me. Finding this stuff, but yet I am not famous for it yet. I've been doing this now for almost 3+ years. I evolved on alien UFOs, dreams and experiences, my forum there is titled under "I am an alien and so are you." And go there, search my name, Gerone Wright, or Google my name, and it'll link you to it as well too. See how I evolved to the point of saying I was seeing things from the beginning that most people would have thought that they were hallucinating. I wrote this thing out, people, I wrote this thing out from a place, and it's just phenomenal, to be totally honest with you. I even experienced an out-of-body experience where I was taken up out of my body in broad daylight at 12 o'clock in the afternoon while I'm sitting at my laptop. Sun hit my arm, and through an energized moment, I found myself wide awake, standing in space looking back upon our world. I seen in a myth or something soon thereafter, I stumbled upon it, that a similar experience supposedly happened to, I don't know whether it was Zeus or someone, or Ezekiel, or whoever it was, a biblical figure, that something similar to that nature have happened and all. But I'm going to tell you something, people, that, for me to survive that moment and survive until now to bring you this, people, this is phenomenal, to be totally honest with you. This is phenomenal. And it's something that I never thought that I would actually experience or come across or deal with. But I'm telling you, I am so pleased and satisfied that it is me, because I don't think that nobody else would actually have the understanding of bringing it to you. Alright, with that, people, I'm going to get going, and all I got to say is support me and enjoy this video because it's deep.